Welcome back everyone to more BallyDung Wrestling's Royal Madness 3. I am the Rocket Rebel, and I'm not quite happy about the way the Light Heavyweight Championship match ended up. Rocket Rebel leader has left the announce booth. I was brought back to the announce booth, and I guess they have locked the door because I guess the board of directors and officials in the back didn't want me trying to get my hands on Kami Kaminari, as apparently they thought I was looking for Kami Kaminari in the backstage area just because I went to the locker room and I was trying to find a steel chair. Didn't mean I was going to attack Kami Kaminari. You know, I mean, he did cost me the Light Heavyweight Championship, but I guess the officials and Claire and everybody else didn't want me to attack Kami Kaminari right now. But you know what? If I was going to do that, I would probably wait till he's least suspecting it anyway. But hey, you know, Kami Kaminari, I think you're making a lot of enemies right now. I mean, you did win the Ultimate Championship tonight, but then you cost me the Light Heavyweight Championship. But rest assured, I will get my rematch. And you know what? Maybe I ought to take my rematch at the same time that another rematch might happen, because I think that I should get my shot at the Light Heavyweight Championship maybe at Scars and Stripes 3. So, I'll see what the board of directors says about allowing me to take my rematch then. But nonetheless, I want a shot, as this is now we are at the finals of the Royal Madness Tournament. The Mad Professor trying to defend his crown against Ghost Lurker, the legend, and we'll have to see which one of these stars comes out with the victory. I mean, GL could potentially take the crown away from the Mad Professor here tonight. But this is been a matchup that GL has been waiting for. He has been waiting, just anxiously waiting to get his hands on the Mad Professor and get another opportunity against the Mad Professor. And finally he gets the Mad Professor one-on-one. There's going to be no third party to worry about, nobody else to worry about, just you and your opponent and the referee just watching the action. So Ghost Lurker has a huge opportunity awaiting here against the Mad Professor. He gets to go one-on-one with the BallyDung champion with the Royal Madness crown on the line. And if he wins this matchup, he could cash in for a title opportunity at Summerfest 3, either against the YouTube World Champion, which right now he's beaten the current YouTube World Champion, Rage, non-title, and knocked him out. But we'll have to see how he does against the Mad Professor, the BallyDung champion. So we'll have to see just what happens here as the referee is about ready to start this contest. And now we are starting off, and ooh, GL takes down the Mad Professor at the start of this matchup. Ghost Lurker really going to town here on the Mad Professor. The Mad Professor just can't seem to get up. Ghost Lurker's not even letting him get to his feet, as Ghost Lurker now, ooh, with a suplex there, taking down the Mad Professor there, and the Mad Professor's just getting hammered now in this matchup right now. It looks more like one of those tackling things that a tackling doll that you throw around, or maybe a rag doll or something, but nonetheless, Ghost Lurker is just imposing his will. All of that pent-up frustration and anger, I think, is coming out in this matchup. Ghost Lurker has wanted this opportunity for a long time. He has been waiting almost a month to get his hands on the Mad Professor, and here he gets his opportunity, and he is making the most of it, just beating the Mad Professor from pillar to post right now in this contest, and not really letting up at all. The Mad Professor better get something going, or this could end up as a squash match, and what a huge, huge news story that would be. I guarantee you the dirt sheets would never shut up about that. If Ghost Lurker were to squash the BallyDung champion, there'd be all these reports like, no, a cover, no, and a kick out. There'd be all these reports, oh, Brit was a jobber, blah, 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 blah. But, the dirt sheets, they just pull something out of their ass all the time. And now Ghost Lurker, oh, with the receipt, and that might be it. the Mad Professor might be done for, as he just got nailed with a huge receipt 1-2-0 and a kick out. The Mad Professor just barely getting that shoulder up at the very last second in this matchup. I thought for sure we were going to see a new king crowned for Royal Madness, but nonetheless, the Mad Professor still continues to fight on. And now off the top rope, he didn't try to go for that pinning maneuver yet. And now, takes down Ghost Lurker, and the Mad Professor now starting to fight back a little bit here in this contest, as now he goes up to the top rope, and GL grabs them, catches the Mad Professor, throws him off the top rope. The Mad Professor was hesitant a little bit on trying a maneuver, as now GL, elbow drop off the top rope to the Mad Professor, and now GL with a cover, hooks the leg 1-0, and a kick out there by the Mad Professor, just barely getting that shoulder up yet again in this matchup. And man, Ghost Lurker has just been taking it to the Mad Professor here, really making a statement here against the champion. And how many times is it that you see a champion get dominated like this, just completely dominated in the early goings of a matchup, and now a cover 1-0 and a kick out again. The Mad Professor just, and another monstrous spear there by GL, and now a cover hooks the leg 1-0 and a kick out again. The Mad Professor just refusing to give up in this contest, just wanting to continue. And right off that table that the board of directors has set up at ringside, GL is just not taking any chances in this matchup, and it looks like he's going to try to do something outside on that table. But now he slides back into the ring, and GL GL doesn't want to win this one by count out, I guess. He wants to make a statement loud and clear to the Mad Professor, and it looks like he's going to be going for something over by that table. The board of directors might want to think about next time not having their table so close to the ringside area, as GL is going for the receipt, and right through that table, GL gives the Mad Professor a receipt, and that could be a receipt that might seal the Mad Professor's fate in this matchup. But only time remains to tell that story, but the Mad Professor is down, and he could be out cold. But now he's thrown back into the ring. GL comes back into the ring to meet him, and kick right to the breadbasket there, and now being dragged to the center of the ring. I don't know how much more the Mad Professor has left in him, as Ghost Lurker taunting there. But that might have been a mistake, as the Mad Professor is able to catch his breath a little bit and maybe get a second wind going here now. But this is the time, if the Mad Professor was ever going to capitalize on something, now would be the time to do it. As he brings a chair into the ring, but the referee is starting a count, and the Mad Professor, though he might be thinking about getting out of the way, and he's grabbing another steel chair. And I don't know what the Mad Professor is thinking here, what's going through that mad mind of the Mad Professor. But and a clothesline there by Ghost Lurker, taking down the Mad Professor here in this matchup. But Brit, he's got to find something. And a running DDT there. But Ghost Lurker now, he's got that steel chair in hand, wait a second, the referee. This is not a no disqualification matchup. The referee grabbing that chair away, and now the Mad Professor is busted open yet again. And the referee looks to be cleaning up the ringside area. I guess the Mad Professor was losing his composure a little bit there in the early goings. But I guess now the referee has cleared the ringside area. And the Mad Professor there knocking down the referee. Wait a second. Ghost Lurker grabs the official and sends the official into the turnbuckle post. And now what's the Mad Professor thinking here, as he can't find that chair? The chair that he had is on the outside of the ring, I guess, but he doesn't seem to recall that, as a drop kick there to Ghost Lurker. And now the Mad Professor, with a knee smash there to Ghost Lurker, and now a kick to the face to Ghost Lurker, and now the Mad Professor might be able to capitalize on something. I'm not sure what exactly. Oh, and there he goes for the hero slam to Ghost Lurker. And is that going to be enough to put away this monster? No, wait a second, he's going for the sharpshooter. The sharpshooter on Ghost Lurker. And can the Mad Professor get it? Yes, he does. He gets the sharpshooter cinched in, and Geo had no choice but to tap out. The Mad Professor, can you believe this? Back to back to back wins the Royal Madness Tournament 3 years in a row. The Mad Professor makes history. 2012, 2013, 2014 Royal Madness winner. And that is a huge feather in the Mad Professor's cap, as now he can go to Summerfest and I guess basically cash in on any championship that he wants. But I'm sure that he's probably not going to have to defend the BallyDung championship now. So maybe he's just secured that belt for Summerfest 4. But nonetheless, the Mad Professor gets all the accolades now as he goes to that stage to be crowned the Royal Madness winner. And there he is, standing by the throne, and he will retain the crown of Royal Madness winner, so now he's going to be sitting at the throne. Congratulations to the Mad Professor on retaining the Royal Madness Championship 3 years in a row.